Guys, so welcome back. Clash of Clans has concluded in Madrid, and I'm going to analyze two games from the online part of the tournament. And the first one, Vladimir Kramnik plays with white pieces, Jose Martinez plays with black, Vladimir plays d4, d5, c4, e6, knight f3, knight f6. So most of the time they played the same opening, and we just saw a battle of basically like a couple of openings, which was quite boring to spectate. But again, we were not there for openings, we were there for those two players. Castle, queen c2, bishop e7, castle, knight b7, rook d1. A simple Catalan, and now very interesting idea with knight c3. Basically, the idea is to, it's still at some point knight c3, maybe knight bd2 and e4. So knight bd2 and now e4, e5, and now knight 3 roots like this. So Vladimir didn't want to put his knight on c3 because it kinda useless, but here he placed his bishop on e1 so that knight can conclude this maneuver and it will jump to g4 at some point. c5, queen e2, and also it maintains like pressure on the center. Knight e4, knight e5, knight d5, attacking the knight, queen f5, queen f, bishop f6, queen h5, h6, and bishop c3. And now again pressure on d file, pressure on this diagonal. Again, nothing much, but still, some tricks might happen. Queen h3, and according to computer, position here is actually equal, and Kramnik doesn't have any advantage. Takes. Knight f4, rook d8, c takes d5, taking the pawn, queen f6, first mistake of the game, and now rook d2 protecting the pawn, knight d5, rook d1, making sure this pawn is stable, and at some point it will move and it will be hard to defend. Knight d6, knight is the best blocker, but again look at this bishop, it's absolutely trash. Queen h4, trying to go to the endgame, and we got the following endgame where, white have this weakness and potentially knight f5 and h4 take the pawn, and it's alright. And according to the computer it's actually equal. Rook c2, rook e5, rook c7, rook f5. Jose Martinez blundered. I'm not sure how, but with 39 seconds on the clock he plays rook f5, blundering knight e6, and he resigned. And Kramnik, yeah, he won another one. He won only 2 games in the online part. We kinda expected that, okay, in the offline part, Vladimir will dominate, probably win. He didn't dominate, but he won the offline part, and now it was time for online part, where Jose was a clear favorite, honestly speaking. Doesn't really matter, because Kramnik is sold. Kramnik is, he's not dragging his pieces, he's just, he does like click, 2, 2, 2, like, let's say 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and he doesn't pre-move, so it's actually tough for him to win and to be, a good competitive opponent. And now I wanted to analyze game, a win of Jose Martinez, one of the wins, very good ones. So Kramnik again, and unfortunately we see the same opening played. Now it was Jose's turn. Bishop 7, knight bd7, c6, h6. Quite boring, I know. Catalan, they played it in multiple games. Here Jose got 2 bishops, queen c7, bishop d6, a4, rook a5, bishop 7. So yeah, nothing much. Rook d2, bishop c6, and here, alright. King is wide open, no light squared bishop, potentially this pin on second rank. Queen g2, rook b2, and now pressing this pawn, takes, bishop b4 takes, and now Jose is going to an endgame being up a pawn. Rook c2, rook c8, c5, king f8, rook c1, rook c6 blocking this pawn, and potentially trying to basically tight these rooks to protect in the c5 pawn. King f7, f5, this, g5. They shuffled around for a while. Now c6 was played after all. King f2, rook e7, And here it looked like Vladimir could have holded this. Takes takes, h4, this, h3, and now king goes around to take this pawn. And according to the computer, again it's a dead draw. But again, white need to be very careful, and Vladimir wasn't careful enough. King g1, king f3, this, rook e3, king f4, took the pawn, king g4, and now position is winning. But we'll see what happened next. f4, rook a2, rook g2, king h1, rook e2. Yeah, now again draw after rook f2. Again, not very easy. Even this is draw. Rook b4, check checks, rook b1, rook d4, rook e1, rook d2, and rook d1. This again, drawn position, and now Vladimir, after long defense, he had to defend this position. Rook g2, he had to play king f1 and basically give up this pawn. He didn't want, of course, and somehow he manages to hold this position, because basically what happens is, let's say here and just rook h8, and let's say here rook g8 this, and just rook g3 I think makes an easy draw, because this right, this. So but instead Vladimir wait king h1, and after rook e2 it turns out there is no way to defend. Let's say king g1 is played, there is rook e8, right? And basically if rook moves, rook e1 checkmate. So this move wins the game for black. King f3, this, rook e4, if rook e4 it's a stalemate. So Vladimir tried to trick Jose, but Jose is like, no man, I'll play rook e1, and basically it's checkmate in 3, force checkmate, and Vladimir resigns because this, and f1 rook. And Jose would have won the game. So the match finished in Jose's favor. He won the online part without too many chances to Kramnik. So very fun event to spectate. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next recaps. Bye bye.